first locomotives in Japan were imported from Europe and the United States. This tender locomotive departed from the Great Britain and traveled once around the world to pull Japan's first passenger trains now. What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we are playing Railway Empire. Alright, so we are checking out the Japan DLC today. So if you click on scenarios, you're going to start at the United States. You can either do the front arrow or the back arrow to scroll through the different areas. Japan's the last one, so we're just going to hit the back arrow. And it looks like you have one option, Northern Honshu. Probably saying that wrong. And I'm assuming that probably unlocks Southern Honshu. So let's just check out the Northern. Rising Sun. Following the rise of the imperial power and the end of the Shogun traditional, Japan is facing a radical change of their direction. For centuries, the country had shut itself off from the rest of the world and thus slept through the Industrial Revolution. Now the political system, society, industrial shall be reorganized based on Western style, but is it even possible to overcome the isolationist policy of the centuries in just a few decades? Oh. Less initial funds. Rail network. Realistic. Trains must wait for each other. You need parallel tracks, switches, and signals. The game pauses automatically when building tracks. Oh, that's pretty cool. The game never pauses other than when newspaper offers are displayed. You will receive bonus on your rating. We'll do normal for now since we've never done it before. Looks like everything is preset for now. I'm assuming some of this stuff will open up after we finish out this first area. So let's just click continue.
And discipline are the path to victory.
Doc Murphy could set himself in the task of building the best locomotives in the world, but he has a different vision. He wants to inspire other people with the latest technology, advance them, and let them share their joys of scientific progress. Railroad Company is the perfect way to do this. The competition is no problem at all, but accounting bores him to tears.
I know I had it here somewhere.
Locomotive engines are 70% cheaper. Upgrading business costs 70% more. Repairs are 15% more slow. What? Maintenance buildings are free. I feel like the repairs would be faster on an engineer.
Well, do we need a bit more thinking time?
When it comes to charming Trisha Jones, rules and accepting business practices are always up for debate. Contracts are renegotiated in the blink of an eye, and any annoying clauses or terms simply dismissed with a smile. Even hardened business frequently have to admit that they have been ripped off. Oh, and she loves auctions. Auctions are 30% cheaper, gain 70% less innovation points. Ooh, that's bad. 3 times as much applicants from the spies. Alright, so we're going to go with the engineer, of course. What is your name? Dr. Jag. Name of your company? Jurassic Railways.
The business plan. I know I had it here somewhere.
Alright, so we got the name, we got the company. Click on continue.
Welcome to our land, stranger. Your arrival honors us. I am Iwakura Tomomi, humble servant of His Imperial Majesty. His Highness has made a wise and far-sighted decision. The Japanese Empire should follow the lead of the West and tread the path of technical progress. For this strategy to bear fruit, it will require the help of people like you, who bring the knowledge of the railways to Japan. I ask you to be our instructor in these difficult early days. I already took the freedom of making a list of tasks that we need your guidance on.
Alright, so I'm assuming it's going to be this little building house up here since it's blinking. So we got signals, supply tower, small train station. Oh, it's actually in yen. It's interesting. Hold on. So we need first 2 stations. So obviously we're going to need you. And it looks like we can actually place them a certain direction. Alright, so do we need a... Oh. Build city as station. Okay. Okay, so you just find the city that you want to connect to. You click on it, and then boom, you're done. Build a railroad track between your stations. Alright, so we got that. We got the train station. Oh, the rails are right here. Nice. Alright, so we want to click on you. And where is our other station? I'll take you down there. connect you into Chiba. So now we have Tokyo connected to Shiba. Pay for and build the planned route. That's really cool. It actually builds like a little bridge and everything. What? Assemble a new train. Alright, so we got us a locomotive. Managed train. Class 150. Buy a locomotive. Alright, well obviously since it's the beginning of the game, we have an option of one train, so that'll be our guy. Balance per week. Are we able to customize or anything? Alright, so we got mile per hour, so that's pretty cool. Water, oil, sand. Suitable as express trains for details, see tips, tricks, and the transport engineer. Okay. Alright, so now that we have the... Oh, you want us to close the dialogue. Add a rail line to the train. Set up a rail line. Okay. Select one of your stations to add it to the line. Select an item from the list to change the track and... Okay, so that'd be you. Select an item from the list. Loading automatic, passengers and mail, freight only, manual. Yeah, automatic. Then if we click on you, automatic, boom. Alright, and if you guys notice, all of the arrows are now pointing there and back. So now you can close the route and exit. Click on the check mark up here at the top right hand corner.
Excellent. Seeing how fast the locomotive rushes along the tracks, one day, such extraordinary machines will also be built here in Japan.
43 mile an hour. Nice. Man, look at him go. 1% utilization. So is that because it's probably 32%? So obviously there is some upward momentum and stuff that we do get.
Recently become the capital of the empire. It is good that the railway is now emphasizing its claim to be a city of modernity.
Whenever a train reaches a city, freight, mail, and passengers will be unloaded. The rising number represents the transportation revenue. The faster your transport expresses goods, the higher the revenue. Alright, so obviously we got these two towns connected. We should probably try to get all of the areas connected first. It looks like we have plenty of money, so we should be able to go into double the speed. It's just going to do its own thing. So if we come over here into building construction, right now we have a small train station. It was only 40 yen. We'll probably step up and start doing... I don't think we need the large yet, so we're just going to keep doing like this. Now, this is another town, so we could build here. So do one here. And we need to rotate you a little bit. Go here. The City Council of Saitama is refusing your permission to build a station as you haven't connected a station Yokohama with your hometown yet. Well, fine. Only reason why I haven't connected you yet is because we were busy. Alright. So then we should be able to snap you... What? Track construction, right? Okay, so we have to go up and around, it looks like. So now we're coming into stuff, and we should be able to snap you into there. So now we are connected from Tokyo, a little bit out of Tokyo, technically. I don't know why we weren't able to snap onto this area, though, but it looks like we had to snap it from the line there. So let's just fund it real quick. Rail is going to be built fairly quickly. And then we will need to do a planned route. Which would be the rail line. So if we go from you... Oh, perfect. It automatically did everything. Check. Changes made to the rail line. Yesterday news, today, Tokyo, March 4th, 1870. Dreamliner at full steam. Class 15240T hits 51 miles per hour. Yesterday, Railroad Company Dreamliner's locomotive is set on a new record speed. The train was traveling on the main connecting lines. The trailblazing record was then toasted with the sparkling wine and beer. We eagerly await when the next record is going to be set, yet it is slowly being questioned just how much faster a locomotive like that can go and where progress is going to lead us one day. Trains without tracks. There's one born every minute, according to Mr. Julius Verne, a self-proclaimed futurist and visionary. Future day in Winnemucca. He theorized that one day that there would be trains that could hover without making contact with the ground. Pumpkin grows in the tree, Michigan. Lucy Adams doesn't know whether it's a neighbor's prank or not. But one thing that is for sure, pumpkins usually grow on the ground and not 10 feet high. Revolutionary diet product. Basically, okay. So this one was mostly about the trains. This one was a little bit about trains, and then it went a little bit weird. It's pretty cool, though, that we got the newspaper and everything. Signal at switches. So, I mean, it should automatically do it since that's how we have it set up. Now, we did connect you, so we could connect the next town over just to, you know, slowly progress all the towns into each other. I feel like that's probably the smartest strategy, especially in the beginning. So let's see here. So we probably want... You're not getting it large since you guys are like, oh, well, they're not connected yet. So you get a regular. Alright, so we'll exit out of that. Go into the rail. Now, if you notice, you should be able to see a green mark whenever you're able to snap onto the rail. So I guess the train stations don't have an exit if they're on the smaller end of things. Well, now this one does. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we can go up and over. That's pretty cool. We really want to, though. I mean, that's a lot more direct route. Yeah, because it encourages people to go to Tokyo. So we'll pay that. So now technically everything should be connected. Close that out. And if we check on the paths... So we do have a triangle here, but we don't have one for... Satama? Probably saying that wrong. There we go. So if we click on that, now everyone is all connected and everyone is able to go back and forth between everything. Nice! Alright, so we got 246 yen. Research. Alright, so it looks like we can research different locomotives and everything. So we got the class 15240-T. We got the Deco pod. Alright, so we are not high enough level for that. Are you sure you want to unlock this development? 100 innovation points, precision components. I feel like that's probably good. We got 120 right now. We're getting about 40 per month. If we wait, we could get a better train and just start from that way. So let's look down the list and see. Alright, so this dude, steel combustion chamber versus flying mail. Oh, wow, there's just a whole bunch of cool looking stuff. I don't know much about trains, but I'm guessing this is more of like the Western society stuff. Inyo and her sister engines are magnificent locomotives on their time. The Inyo is all-rounders, which is equally suitable for freight and passenger transport. I'm just wondering if we should actually... Oh. Ew, there's just like a whole bunch of pages. I thought it was only one page. Okay. So we are going to wait to get our innovation points up. I'm assuming it shows somewhere on the screen for our innovation. Task. Alright, so we got 40 passengers, connect 4 cities, each with a population of at least 16,500. Transport 32 loads of rice to towns. So we got the transportation, but we need to connect 4 cities, each with a population of at least 16,000. So we need to find a bigger town. Obviously, we picked up a whole bunch of small ones. Inhabitants 15,000. So you're close. Which one was that? Utsusuma? Probably saying that one wrong. 15,000. Where's the next big one? Takashaka. Price hike. Wait, what? Cool. What do we just agree to? Increase transportation mail by 7%. Next bid stands at 18,750. I feel like we just bought something. Takasaki? Alright, so that one's still a little bit too small. Putu. 15,000. 15,000. Where's the next big one? This is showing how many is in that town, right? 15,345. Hold on. Versus, what are you? 367. You're definitely 345 still, right? Yeah. Maybe even less. Alright, Gaifu, so that's not it. Nazawa? 15,377, so we're getting closer. Oyama. 15,343. So we're looking for stuff to actually connect to. Ooh. What's, locomotive slowed due to missing operation supplies. That's not good. Alright, so we probably do need to swap one of the... Oh, we could always buy another train. Hold on. New train. A locomotive. Ganyu. Buy a locomotive. And we're going to set this one up into industrial use. That's pretty cool. You can actually see what condition. All right, so we do need to do a little bit of work there. All right, so we'll buy you. So that should work. Now I think we have 2 trains. Along each route, each locomotive requires a supply tower so that you can take on water, sand, and lubricant. All right, so now we need to go into the buy station. We need to do a supply tower. Zoom in a little bit so we can actually see the supply tower. So it wants it somewhere around there. And we're going to need it along each route, so it's probably going to want one right before there. This one's a little bit longer, so we'll do it right around here. And another one right here. Nice. All right, so we got all the supply towers, train stations, big warehouse. Signaling control. I'm assuming we're going to need the warehouses soon, too. So we got industries, we got city buildings. Oh, so you can actually build... That's interesting. So that's what we have to do in order to get people to start coming to different towns. Do these snap onto railways, or where do we... Hold on. So you're Tokyo. Jurassic site increases the number of people traveling to the city by 20%. The building must be built in a valid construction site within a city. This might be too modern for the stuff we're doing. Same with the rest of this stuff. All right, so we're just looking at stuff way ahead. So we got signals. We actually need one. Change signal direction. The signals can be built here. Trains only respond to signals on the right-hand side of the direction of the travel. Once it has been built, the signal type and operating direction can be changed. Hold on, let's exit out of that. Locomotive is slow due to missing operative supplies, so as soon as it goes to the supply station, it should fix itself there. You can hire office personnel through the personal dialogue window and achieve various advantages. You do not need to assign office personnel because this is done automatically. Alright, requires city level 3, so we're still waiting on populations to go. Noodle factory. Alright, so we're doing decent. 15,000. Alright, so 25. Ooh, this is the big town. Yokohama. 25,767. Chiba is 14,000. Saitama is 23,944. So obviously, if you're looking at some of these smaller towns, technically... Ooh. New applicant. Ono Hizao. Level. Prevent bandit attacks training causes a 5% increase in freight prices. Recruitment cost $625. But we don't have anybody, so you're hired. Don't mess up or you'll be fired. Alright, so our company, so this shows our main thing. Our company's value is 1,398,893 yen. Length's 86.6 miles. Your shares 0%. Trains in use 1. So I feel like we should probably connect a couple more towns. Obviously, there's a couple of cities that sort of bloomed. Ooh. The first locomotives in Japan were imported from Europe and the United States. This tender locomotive departed from the Great Britain and traveled once around the world to pull Japan's first passenger trains now. That's cool, you can actually control the whistle. Let's see here, personnel, so that's all you. We're just sort of looking over everything in this episode today. Alright, so we don't want to, stop it. Alright, so train construction, building construction, demolition, close, hire all train staff, territory. Alright, so obviously, I mean, we've connected a decent amount so far. There are some other towns and stuff that we do need to eventually get connected. Boom. I don't see a reason why not to have 2 trains be doing it. Mainichi Shimibun gets into print. Japan's first daily newspaper published. The first edition of a daily newspaper written in Japanese was printed in Yokohama this morning. Since the concept of newspapers was found along its way in our society only a few years ago, daily news were previously only available as imports. In the future, citizens will not have to master another foreign language to be informed about local events. And then it's just talking about American football, man stuck in a... Why would a man be stuck in a drain? What if these are real events? So this was Tokyo, January 29th, 1871. Thought we had another newspaper previously, though. Alright, so hopefully both of these guys are making plenty of money. Alright, so he's waiting by name, by balance. So if we click on you, station cover, increase the time passengers in cities wait for trains by 20%. Why would we want to... Ooh, we got enough money now. Nice! Alright, so we're going to do you, pay for that. And then we're going to go into the next rail. Snap you. I think it's going to look pretty cool. And then we'll just sort of bring it all around like a so. 62,000. So that's going to take a minute. We do at least have a way for them to get maintenance. And then whenever we are able to make some money, we'll finish that project up. Nice. Alright, so that's all doing its thing. We got 2 out of 4 cities, so we're getting pretty close. Transport 32 loads of rice to town. So obviously we haven't done any of the main food products yet. We've been mostly focused on just connecting societies. The funny thing is that objective should eventually finish itself on its own. Alright, well, what are these things? The better a city is supplied with goods by rail, the faster it grows. Select the city's dialogue to learn more about its requirements. If they are over 60%, the city can grow. Uh-oh. Did we break a train? Why is this dude stuck waiting? And he's coming around here. Signals at a switch. Stop signals preventing conflict at switches by yielding the first train that reaches the switch right away. The second train waits until the next one is free. Alright, so we do need a switch. If you activate the option for complex route guidance at the start of the game, trains cannot pass each other. In this instance, only one train can go on each section of the track. If it cannot be guaranteed that the next section of the track is free, the train will make the station and wait. The route can be divided into 2 separate sections of the track by signals. Once again, each signal can only be traveled on by 1 train, while 2 trains can now travel the original route. Signals ahead of a switch ensures that the 2 trains can both use a section of the track behind it without blocking each other. Alright, so we need a signal switch right there. So hold on, we're just going to demolish all the roads and we're just going to build again. Alright, so now that everything is done, we're going to go back into it. So we want to make sure we connect that train. So basically we had everything messed up and we just didn't have good flow. So now we need to connect Saitama, we could go and take it to Yokohama, or hold on. If we curved it in some and took it down through the maintenance route, first of all, that'll be done. We got 96,000, so that'll be connecting you to you. So then if we, let's pay for that, go into the rail again, snap it into you. We want to try to do the least amount of bends as possible to be a little bit more effective. So we could snap it into there, or we could just go like straight into Tokyo. And I feel like straight in is probably going to be the cheapest route. So we'll pay for that. Go into demolish mode. We'll scrap you. Go back into track construction. All right. So now we got Saitama. It's going to come all the way around here, down through the maintenance station over here to Yokohama. Then we're going to connect down this way. We're going to scrap the rest of our rails. Sorry. We did stuff a little bit bad in the beginning. We're getting it fixed though. Where are you? In track construction mode, you can lay tracks by selecting trains. Yeah, no duh. Alright, so we're going to go through. Now, see how these are only one station at a time? That is some of our issues. So now we have this train should be able to come around, connect into you. So we're going to need to take you, and we're going to need to go into this side because this is a three-way connection. So we'll pay for you. We're still in the rail mode, mind you. We're going to come down round this way. Hold on. To do something like that. Snake it on around, and then we'll take you on that way. So it's going to take a little bit. It's going to go into the maintenance route. Now 2 roads are going to be connected here. So we'll pay for you. Come there. Go back into the track. Snap you, and we are planning on connecting this guy with a signal switch here in a second. So we'll pay for you. Go into the building construction, go to signals. So basically you want one signal to go one way and one signal to go the other way. And you can swap directions if you need to, or you can just do it before you place it. Alright, so now that they know they have to go one way or another. Boom. It's off of that. Train that stops at signals could be pushed into the switch in front of it, therefore blocking the train's route. Okay, so hold on. We want to go smoke deflector. Increase ticket prices for passengers by 7%. Sure, we'll do that. So basically every single time this pops up, if you have enough money, you're able to pay for an advancement. Nice. All right. So we need to move the signal a little bit further back. Are we able to move you, or are we just... All right, so hold on. So if we go into control, demolish you, come to building signals, and if we have it like higher up like that, hopefully there's no issues, and that should allow that train to make a full path. So we got that. To Shiba. I think there was another town, Mito. Did we never actually go to any other town? Task is about to expire. Yeah, we're just going to expire. Alright, new record. Yesterday, the railroad company Dreamliner's locomotive set a new record for the trains traveling on the main connecting lines. The trailblazing record was then toasted with sparkling wine and beer. 57, I think we already read that one. Alright, so we got a path going, so should we connect it into Mito real quick and then wrap it back around? So if you notice, whenever we click on the track construction, there's only one cone here versus, like, for example, the 3 cones here. and that's how you know you're able to place different rails on. So you could do a switch and make your own instead of having one built into it. Basically, it both all sort of works together. Alright, so we're not actually able to connect to you, so we would have to wrap it around. There are some goods over here that we might be able to get from Sheba. Well, hold on, let's see what some of these errors are. A train that stops at the signal could be pushed into the switch. I don't see any switch there. I think that's old. 68 mile an hour. Yesterday, the railroad company Dreamliner locomotive set a new record speed. The train was traveling on the main connecting line. The trailblazing record was then toasted with sparkling wine and beer. We are eagerly awaiting the next record is going to be set. He is slowly questioning how much faster the locomotive can go. Prize fight, the cowboy myth, go too slow. Tokyo, October 23rd, 1871. Alright, so this train does need a little bit of work. So we do have a decent amount of money now. We did get everything set up with that. Endo Fishing Port, connecting bonus. So I don't know how to connect these little things into the rail yet. Spy. New applicant, Ishi Hanasaki. Quirky. Sure. Why not? So if we... Hold on. Oh, by money. Okay, so you can select which one that they actually go do. Nice. So the maintenance station should be taking care of everybody, so I don't know why we have some issues. We do need some supply stations because we did kind of ignore that. Yeah. So let's go back into building instruction, supply tower. We'll add all of the supply towers back into our original route that we had planned. And I think there's one here. And this is technically a maintenance area, so we're just going to do one on the outside, because that should be fine. And maybe one before it. Alright, so now we're back to 24,000, and that is going to be it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.